Good morning, my Fortnite friends. It's time for another adventure. Today we're going to take Gold TNT to the rig, and we're going to destroy the rig. I want to see just how many rockets I need to fire off the boat to destroy the rig. And as you can see, I've marked a location right next to the rig on the map. I believe that is where the two henchmen, possibly Shadow TNT, and the telephone booth are. My intention is to disguise myself as a Shadow henchman, grab the boat, and start firing away at the rig. It's a pretty big structure I gotta put down today. Oh, look at that. 140 XP for surviving the storm circle. So who's ready for the big event tomorrow? I know I am. It would have been nice if they could have done it after work hours, however. Alright, skis, we're coming in for a smooth landing here on the Shadow rocket. Boom. Boy, that rig will never be the same ever since the Ghost faction took it out. Okay, we're in the telephone booth. We got our Shadow disguise. And now I can walk around unfettered. Let's shield up here. Look at that rig in the background. I'm ready to take you out, rig. That was a mistake, by the way. Sometimes you're next to two things and you select the wrong one. But since I'm here, I will open this chest, grab a few extra weapons, and luckily for me, there was a boat here also. I'm ready to fire some missiles. Earlier I'd referred to it as a rocket. I guess rocket and missile is interchangeable. Oh, here's Shadow TNT. Almost ran that guy over with the boat. Let's build a wall here for safety. Bunch of headshots, so she goes down quickly. Pull her over to where I'm at. Oh, this henchman's trying to foil my plans. I'm gonna foil your head. That goes for you too. Who's the boss? It's Gold TNT. 165 XP for eliminating the boss. Now we're only a few days out until the season's end. I'm a little concerned because I'm only sitting at level 268. I do not think I'm gonna make 300. Honestly, I'm more excited about the 300 banner than I am about Gold Agent Peely. I'd love to get the 400 level banner, but that's a pipe dream. Let's break these canisters because I can. Nothing like a little slurp juice in the morning. Does the body good. It's the new milk. They should make t-shirts that say, "Got slurp juice." Crash pad in case I want to have some fun with the henchmen on the rig. Although I don't think I'm going to leave enough of the rig around for that to happen. I am taking my old sweet time just like Hershey's chocolate syrup. Speaking of which, who here, show of hands, has been to Hershey's amusement park in Pennsylvania? In Hershey, Pennsylvania, to be exact. I used to go there all the time when I was a kid. Good times. They used to have the big Hershey kiss that went up in the air. They've gotten rid of that in the meantime. You could look that up on YouTube. Just type in Hershey Park, and you can see what that's all about. You can see how they make chocolate there too. Spillex. I wonder if that's a sponsor of the rig. Looks like the rig has sponsorships. I wonder if they have Rusties from Cars. Who remembers that? Rusties. Lightning McQueen wasn't too thrilled about that. Spillex. Alright, we're going to do this one good. We're going to take out both supports on either side. Actually, we might take out all 3 supports on this portion of the rig. I did a little investigation a couple matches ago to see what supports what. And this is support number 3 to this portion of the rig. And you're going to see a lot of damage here once I remove the supports. I woke up late today, but that's good to do on a weekend. Usually I like to wake up at 7 a.m. and get things rolling here. But today I just didn't have it in me. I was having too good of a dream. I was dreaming about Fortnite. Which reminds me, when I used to play Half-Life all the time, I would have dreams about Half-Life maps. I have not had dreams about Fortnite maps yet, but I have had dreams about playing Fortnite. Look at, there it goes. That's a thing of beauty right there. It's still gone. See the chopper fell from the sky? Alright, so we got rid of that whole section. Let's move on to this section. I believe that encompassed section 1. So we're going to work on section 3 right now. And the henchmen, they just fell right into the water. 3 is easy. It's mainly held by these 4 columns. And then you'll see there's a portion connecting to another portion, which I also have to take out. I don't want to get too close to them, I'll take myself out. Pum-pum-pum. Alright, and let's move over closer to 2. See this little bridge here, I gotta take that out. Forklift's gonna drop into the water. Biggity bam! That's the boom bap sound right there, baby. Now let's take out section number 2. We'll move out here, more into the sea. Go under the sea with Sebastian from Little Mermaid. This one's easy. I just gotta take out a couple supports. And section 2 is gonna go kablooey. Now keep in mind, I already have the key card from Shadow T and Tina. So once I'm done having my fun, I'm gonna go raid the vault. And the storm's coming in, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of this in the storm. That's unfortunate. There it goes, section 2. Kaplowy. And this section, just a little bit. As you can see, there's certain pieces of metal that you cannot destroy. We're just gonna have to leave that as is. There it goes. And this center of the rigging and that bridge, I'm just gonna leave that. You could also destroy that. I've done that in another match. But I want to raid the vault. So ladies and gentlemen, that's destroy the rig, except for a couple pieces which I left thanks to the storm. I could take that out, but I don't want to chance it. I'd like to see if I could win this game also. That would be fun. Looks like there's less stuff in the vault these days. Why do you suppose that is? There's only two shadow chests and 1 loot drop. There used to be a couple in the corner, and now there's not. Have you guys noticed that? A couple of the vaults have less stuff in it. They're being less generous with their vaulting. I would have loved to have taken those other 2 structures out. But since the season is coming to a close, and I don't want to keep doing this all day, I'm going to make this to destroy the rig match. And as you can see, I'm using different means of transportation to expedite my departure. Use the motorboat to the chopper. Remember that movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? John Cage. That was a good movie. Alright, we're getting on out of Dodge here. Going by the Weed Leaders Tower. I've holed up there a couple times. Let's see if we can get to safety before our health runs out. I think we got it made in the shade. Find a safe place to touch down, heal up. It must be autumn here because of the orange tree. Nothing like a New England fall. All the trees, the leaves turn different colors. We don't get that out here in California. It's like a desert out here. Although we do get the crazy spring wildflowers, especially when it rains. That's a wonderful thing. And we're right by the ocean. Tons of beaches. Why, if I had the desire, I could just jump in my car, go down to Malibu today. It's only 15 minutes away from my house. Maybe I will. We go to Salty Springs. See if we can't find anyone to eliminate before the game's out. I've come in contact with nobody except for henchmen and the boss. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am 100% gold TNTina. My boots are even gold. Oh, there's someone. I'll take you out to Kaboombo. Bam! You've been eliminated, my friend. Kaboom, kaplowy. Boy, the coffee's good here. It's mountain grown. If you're looking for a coffee with low acidity, I recommend Sumatra. It has the lowest acidity. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I like Salty Springs. You guys remember at the beginning of the season, they had a challenge where they wanted you landing here? Ooh, a couple misses there. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so now we've had all the TNTinas except for the Ghost TNTina. But you've seen Shadow, the original, and Gold. I wonder if we could see a Ghost TNTina before the match is out. That was a cool thing they did with the Ghost and the Shadow factions. I wonder what they're going to do with Season 3. Those crazy minds at Epic Games. I'd like to see the pirates come back. That's wishful thinking, isn't it? I'm going to upgrade my weapon here. Try and get enough material to do so. Some raw material. This reminds me of when I was in the store fixture industry. We had 3 main materials that we made store fixtures out of. Wood, metal, and acrylics. Similar to Fortnite, except for instead of acrylics, they used the brick or the stone. Imagine that. Store fixtures made out of stone. Boy, that would be cool. Your store would end up looking like the Flintstones. Who remembers the Flintstones? I had some great comics. Great cartoons when I was a kid. Comics too. I used to read the newspaper only for the comics. But I remember I used to get up early before school, or on a Saturday morning. They used to have Saturday morning cartoons. Nowadays, all the kids are on the internet, on YouTube, watching people play with toys or play with video games instead of doing it themselves. That's a funny thing. Although I am thankful that people are watching people play video games. Otherwise, no one would watch my channel. I remember my kids used to watch Bendy and the Ink Machine, and so I bought the game for the PS4. Nobody's touched it. They have all the plushies and the dolls, but nobody actually plays the video game. I think I have Hello Neighbor. I can't remember if I bought that or not. I have so many video games that just sit in a cabinet untouched. I'll tell you what game gets a lot of action these days. Dance Dance Revolution for the Wii. I play that on my Wii U. Since I cannot hook up the dance pad, I use the balance board. The Wii balance board is awesome. But yeah, I play Dance Dance Revolution almost every night for exercise. That's replaced the Wii Fit. Both of those are great exercise, especially when you're stuck indoors. That and some push-ups, sit-ups, shadow boxing, whatever it takes. You gotta stay fit while you're trapped indoors. I was walking the neighborhood, but there's no sidewalks where I live, and people drive like madmen. Remember my dad used to chase cars that went up the street speeding. That was a funny sight. I'm glad he never caught him. I don't know what he would have done to the driver. He was a scary dude. Oh, there's someone. Let's see who we can find. I think that's one of the jobs of being a father. So you have to have a scary character. You got to be able to pull him out when you need him. I feel bad for my daughter's future boyfriends. I'm going to scare the crap out of them. I've got a pretty scary yell when I have to pull it out. My neighbors know all about it. Especially their kids. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to keep people in line, right? Society's just run amok these days. Chaos everywhere. Rioters, looters. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep people in line. Especially your own kids. It's your job. Otherwise you send unruly children out into the world and they cause chaos for other people. That's what's wrong with society today. Garbage parenting. You can quote me on that. Alright, skis. Let's get our head back into the game. There's only 3 left. So, my son Kyle has now walked out of the bedroom. He just woke up. And he said, "Daddy, can I play the rest of the game?" So I'm giving the game to my son Kyle right now. I've been choking at the end of the game anyways. Coming in 2 a lot. So I'm going to see if my son can pull this one out for me. So right now this is my son Kyle playing. Enjoy. I'm giving him some instruction though. He likes to run around in the open. I always tell him, watch your back. Make sure there's no one behind you. Alright, there's the opponent. He knows where he is. It's all in your hands, my son. Use the force. Alright. He's definitely a better shooter than I am. He uses the PS4. Oh, look at that. He got a victory royale for me. Fantastic. Way to go, Kyle. Alright, let's celebrate. I think I pulled out the wrong emote there for celebration. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that match. Destroy the rig and a victory royale. That's a great way to start a day, my friends. And I hope you get ready for the event. It's going to be spectacular. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and have a beautiful day, everybody.